Flamingo Vlogs, hello. Corona beer virus. You know their sales have went down. Corona beer. Their sales have went down since all this started. I'm just double checking the numbers here in Ohio. So okay. Oh. I know that numbers went up for us. I want to go to Mars to be safe from coronavirus. Me too. I'll go with you. I will go with you. And things just keep on coming. They really do. Judith Espinoza, hello. Hello, Liz. I'm here. I'm here too. Yay. Barely. But I'm here. Yeah, our numbers keep going up here in Ohio, of course. We, until, late this afternoon, we didn't have any confirmed cases in Licking County where I live until this afternoon, late. So I know our numbers are, from what they put out now, are going up. At least we're alive. Yep. And Dakota, hello. Deonda, hello. Rain Dancer, hello. Deonda, did you see out there at 79 today? Going towards Hebron? You can't get in or out of the city. Dakota, did you miss me? Oh yeah, terribly. Yes ma'am, that's crazy. Oh, that was awesome. I mean, it's nuts. Thank God nobody was ever hurt. You know, nobody was going over it at the time. But those pictures from this morning, seeing all that water gushing through there, that was awesome. I have to admit. I'm like, ooh, that's terrible, but man, that's fascinating. Are you guys in martial law crap? No, but our governor, he's trying not to go there. But he wants to, and he, in a roundabout way, he was threatening to go there. That's a mighty big crack. Hell yeah, even for Paul Bunyan. They won't even be able to get started on it until Monday. Yeah, Dwayne is doing a press conference every day. That's awesome. Yeah. And he is, he's trying to give people the benefit of the doubt. He doesn't want to go there. But Indiana is already there. You can't get in or out of Indiana, and I was talking to Rosie, and they're holed up in their homes. They're on a strict lockdown. And like I said, even Cameron was telling me when he came over he said, you know, you can't get in and out of Indiana. And I said, good. We should do the same. Here in Ohio, we are up to 169 confirmed cases, 1 confirmed death. But I know that number is going up because now there is a confirmed case in Licking County, which was only a matter of time. Did you see where the police officer got swept in by the water? Yeah. I was going to tell people about that. Here, we're in town where I live, we not only have to deal with the coronavirus, but we had a flood. And it was so bad. I heard that thing going all night. I mean, it was downpouring. Couple cracks of thunder, but this morning I looked out the window. I couldn't see the houses behind our house. I couldn't even see back there. It was just coming down so hard. There is one of the main arteries into the city from 70 is completely shut off. It's a big gigantic crack in the road that's and I don't want to say crack because it doesn't give it enough justice, and I don't want to say hole because it's not round, because it goes through all 5 lanes of traffic. You can't get in and out on 79 from the city. You can't get in or out. They closed the bridge down here by my house. It was so cute just sitting here watching these cars go down there and then come back. I was just watching them, guessing how long it would take them. There was flooding by our high school around Licking View, where our water treatment and our wastewater plant, they're right there together. And that the Licking River flooded out around there, and there was a cop who was going around trying to rescue people, and he needed rescuing. But they did get everybody evacuated, and they're in the mall or Heath Middle School, one of the places. They did get those in that area. They had to be boated out. The water was up way too high. I mean, it was up like a foot or two on their doors. They had to go in by boat, and then there was a couple places that couldn't get by boat, and they had this really big, gigantic police car that, if y'all have ever seen old monster trucks, yeah, they had them kind of tires and shit on it, and it was actually like a van, and they evacuated people in that. And seeing these people, especially these older people, trying to get out in and out of that, but they got them in and out of there. It was pretty fantastic for the day. My parents, their basement had 2 feet of water in it. Cameron was over there helping my parents, him and his friend, and their sump pump went out, and they had 2 chest freezers, or little chest freezers. They were floating around. Everything was floating around. They're without heat, hot water, that kind of stuff. It was just under. The washer and dryer, thank God, are on pedestals anyway. So Cameron said it got up to the washer and dryer door, but none of the motor got underneath. It was just all so. But they got it to him and his friend Andy got it the water down. So there's now just about an inch in their basement now. They're going back over tomorrow and help my parents. And then with us, we only had about an inch of water in our basement. Cameron did come over, and Dante came over, and Dante is the one who took pictures down there, and Cameron came over, and our sump pump for some reason wasn't working. So he said, I just jiggled it, and it went to town. So we're pretty much drying up down there. Down says huge respect and kudos to the first responders and people involved. Could have been really bad. Yes, I was going to say that.
Did you see the bridge?
What bridge?
The one that's underwater.
Which one?
International Drive. Is that what it is? Over there, 13?
No, I didn't know that bridge was under.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's Deonna's neck of the woods. I Deanna can deal with that shit. I'm worried about Heath.
Did you watch the video of the water running through the middle of 79? The hole was up?
Yeah. I know, that's what I already talked about that. I was like, that thing was, it was amazing. It was like, oh shit, but it was still awesome. Yeah. National in second. Yo, Les, you can't see me, but we match, says Dakota. Aw. But yeah, it's been a pretty busy day with everything that was going on. And of course, you know, little mama, she's just in blah 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 or la la land. She don't care as long as she gets fed and watches her shows. She don't care. She gets to bust Gimmo Lily around, and that's all that matters. But yeah. No, I did not know about National Road Bridge being totally underwater. I did not know that. But yeah, to all the first responders that were dealing with the crap today, awesome. They did awesome. They could. I don't think anybody could think, and this is across the nation, you guys. I don't think anyone could think first responders or those who are on the front line of the coronavirus, you know, healthcare workers, because without them, they have to go every day. Without them, we couldn't get care. People in nursing homes couldn't get care. You know, that's a sacrifice. And I'll tell you what, if I was still in that, I would go. I would go to work. I would not, you know, I wouldn't stay at home. I would go. Because I know that they need help. People can't always do for themselves. Vicky Daniel, hello. No, I'm just giving updates and everything. You didn't really miss much, Vicky. I was talking about the coronavirus. Of course, one day it went from, I think it was 88 the last time I talked to everybody, and then it went up to 119 yesterday, and then today it went up to 169, and I know it went up. Anna Fulton, hello. I know it went up beyond that because now we have a confirmed case in Licking County. So I know that number is going up, and we had a lot of flooding here. One of our main roads off of 70 to get into Heath, it's totally all closed off. The road just gave way. Nobody was hurt. Nobody was driving over it. The culvert gave way, and the pipes that they had just expanded, and it just cracked underneath the road, and the road went in. So, but I was also saying we need to thank our first responders, those who are working in the healthcare field. Did DeWine declare an emergency? I believe he did, but he hasn't declared a martial law type thing yet. Anna says 50 cases in my county, bam, Alabama, yay, you're live. Yeah, it's been a busy couple days for me, really, and it was a busy day for me today. There was a lot of mental stress going on. And you know, we all come together, and I've been reading articles and listening to people, and you know, it really pisses me off that people look up to celebrities, and if celebrities can't even, you had way worse here than here in Adams County. Yeah, we got slammed, Anna. Pray everyone stay safe and healthy. Work much better though. Um, this is Anna. Yeah, people look up to celebrities, and if celebrities don't take this seriously, like I was reading this thing from Evangeline Lilly. She doesn't. She really thinks it's a hoax. She's like, it's just a respiratory infection. Okay, but you're not seeing how quickly it spreads. You know, I know people talk about the flu, but this is a flu that you can't treat. But this thing spreads rapidly, and they're trying to stop the spread of it. At least with a bacterial flu, you can give something, or bacterial pneumonia, you can give something, make it better. The virals, you can't. You know. Hi, Anna. Um, there's a lot of people who are not taking this seriously. They think it's a bunch of bullshit. They really are, and it's really has disgusted me. I don't know if y'all have heard, but a member of Pence's office, they have tested positive for the coronavirus. Carrot Top, hello. Um, it you know, it's not something to look at lightly. You know, I don't believe in panicking. I don't believe in panic shopping and this and that. I don't believe in that, because it'll just make matters worse, and it does nothing to help anyone. But it is a major concern, you know, and we all need, you know, we are literally all in this together, and we need to look out for each other. One case in Coleman County, says Anna, worried about 103-year Nana and her 89-year-old grandmother. And 89-year-old grandmother. I know, I believe it's in Miami County here in Ohio that, if I'm not mistaken, I think there's a nursing home that's infected, or there was one that was infected. We have to be there for each other. Exactly, Les. Lucky Grandma, hello. It's like a bad horror movie. Because some people, like I said, if the celebrities, we look up to celebrities, okay? People do, I don't, but there are people who look up celebrities, and if the celebrities are saying it's just a respiratory infection, it's no big deal. If they're saying that, then what the hell? You know? Yes, there are other things out there that can kill you just as well, and we have to worry about those things. On top of this, this is something that's extremely fast moving, and it affects a lot of people. So my thing is, and this is my thoughts, if y'all going to act stupid, which is pretty much what DeWine was saying today at his news conference, our governor, if y'all are pretty much going to act stupid, then I'm going to have to do what I have to do, and I'll protect the many over the few. You know, I will protect the people of the high, whether you like it or not. And if that means locking everybody down, ooh, I'm going to lock your asses down. Like I said, I was talking to Rosie today. She's in Indiana. Indiana's already in a lockdown. She did say that the high national, I mean, not the high, but the National Guard there in Indiana, they're passing out food. And she said it is hot cooked food that they're getting, you know. I think the animals can sense something is going on. My cats are acting different, of course. Animals always know. Animals always know. Like if there's a storm coming, my thing is follow the birds. Follow the birds. You know, there's an earthquake, follow the animals. Where do they go? Anna says, hi Lucky, we have no testing in our county, so we have pay attention to doing what we have to take care of ourselves. Exactly. So, and I know people, for some reason, people are blaming Trump because some of the stuff is not coming to fruition, like people being on paid leave and this and that, when it's not him, it's Congress. I believe it was the Tennessee, I think it was the Tennessee dude who stopped a bill that would have given compensation to people who are out of a job because of this. And it says, I love something we had them during Katrina, not bad. Oh, I love MREs. Trump lost it today. Anna says, right now, glad my son still in St. Vincent in Indianapolis. Safest place. Just pray, keep rest of family safe. Exactly. Like I said, the National Guard was delivering food and it was cooked food and stuff. I don't think I would look for that here in Ohio. I think they would be like China, one person per household can go get food. For real. Janice Rolfe, hello. I think because DeWine doesn't want people out of work, but he also wants people to stay at home if they're not at work. If they don't work, stay at home, and people aren't doing it. They think it's a joke. They're making it political. This is not the time. Exactly. Hi, Janice. Praying nice. You were right, Anna. Does anyone know if you're on Social Security, do we get a stimulus check? I don't know. I really don't know. I don't even know if that's for sure going to go through. It has to pass. Janice's job is closed for 2 weeks. Thank you, Anna. Lucky Grandma said yes, Vicky. So hey, that could very well be. I don't know. But I know, people need to start taking this seriously, or everybody's going to be on lockdown and nobody's going to like it. I just throw my hands up in the air, Everyone making less than 75,000 if it goes through. Yeah, but you know what? I'm not counting on that. I really am not. Carrot Top, I think at first he did not realize. I do think he is doing a good job, and the political nonsense needs to stop. Exactly. I know some programs were talking about the Tennessee dude stopping the pay thing. Who the hell does that in a time like this, really? Me neither, Liz. If it does, great, and be surprised. Yeah, because you can't count on something. You don't count on chickens that aren't hatched, or don't count any stones you don't have in your hand. We're trying to put our ducks in a row just in case of this, and this. You probably got to work on the books to get that check. Sam, hello. What they're doing is they're trying to pass it to where those that file 1099 can get that. But if you totally are way off the books, I don't know. Me neither. Already worried about rent. Sam says I'm a dog walker, so I'm probably screwed. Anna says I did that once, but had 2 roosters. um, yeah, we talking about mortgage, car payments, and stuff like that, and I just can't imagine at this time that if you can't pay your rent, I just can't see a landlord kicking your ass out. That would be just atrocious, for real. But there is talks. I know in Ohio alone, whether it's federal or not, I know the federal wants to now. Trump can't do this, but those in charge of the mortgage rates and all this and blah blah blah, and mortgages and what they can do and can't do, they're supposed to be coming up with something, to where people can, like if they have a mortgage, tack it on to the end of the mortgage. With the rent and things like that, I think they're trying to pass it, but I know here specifically in Ohio, they're going to look at it on their own. For real, they're looking at it on their own. I don't. They're not even waiting for no federal shit. So kicking people out of their homes for lack of rent when there's no jobs, literally, that would just be, oh. Sarah, hello. Many landlords, utility, mortgage holders, etc., are talking about temporary forgiveness. Yeah, but for 60 days. What if this lasts longer than 60 days? In New York, they're giving you 3 months to 3 months no interest. Sarah says, however, I think if you have the money, you should pay your bills. Exactly. They said today no one can get evicted. Thank God. Anna says, don't think my landlord going tack nothing on the end, but don't think he would throw me out. He is 93. Pizza Hut and Guthrie Chicken Place can't pay their rent. Can't pay mine. Yep. So, I think there will be relief that way. I just, I just am about ready to throw my hands up at people, you would think channels that are bigger than me would be telling people the same thing, calm them down and this and that. I would put my rent in escrow just in case the government doesn't pay you rent. Use that rent for food. And we are blessed though. Think of the homeless. So sad. Exactly. I know here that they're doing the lunch thing, delivering to the kids their lunches and stuff. People are still having a hard time buying groceries. It's still. I talked to a couple people today in my town, and they still can't get a gallon of milk or a loaf of bread. And eggs and stuff like that. So, but you'd think, I was sitting here thinking, and you would think channels that are bigger than mine would stop this petty bullshit of who said what to who and who's doing this and blah blah blah, and start giving updates and talking about it and spreading the word, where people can buy food, where people can get a gallon of milk, or even half a gallon of milk. I'd even take that. Where they can get a loaf of bread, calm people down. Don't add to the hysteria. Really, I'm just thoroughly disgusted with some of the things I'm seeing. Sam says the news keeps people in fear. They have digital signs on the highway that says, I'm 6,000 infected in New York City as of today. Why would you put that on a street sign? Exactly. Working even though lost my shit. Thought I was fired. Good grief, Sam. Yeah, I know. Why would they do that? I mean, come on. I'm thoroughly disgusted. You know, you want to keep people. I know people have extreme anxiety. They're scared. They feel alone. And the thing of it is, they're not alone. We are all in this together. Signs all over the highway says Sam and city and bright digital letters that let you know how many people are infected. How does that calm people down? Exactly. Carrot says it's going to be okay. We're all in the same situation. I know I've learned a lesson. When things calm down, I'm going to prepare because this will happen again. Also, this could be a lot worse than it is. It could be, but it is going to get worse. We're on the front end of this, you guys. We are on the front end of this. And it's because people aren't thinking that, you know, it's spreading like it is. Might still be in trouble Monday when mean management comes back. Huh? Oh. I'm going to save money if we get past this, says Sam. Yeah. I think a lot of people are going to learn from it. I really do. I agree. Now, the thing that I am one of the things I am thankful for, even though everybody's sewer is backed up, my parents in their bathroom downstairs, they have about an inch of water in their bathroom because the sewer backed up. We are on city sewer, but for some reason we haven't backed up. There hasn't even been even a glug glug or nothing. Now, if there's something wrong with the water supply because the water plant did get flooded, I'm thankful I'm on a well, so I don't have to worry about that. My granddaughter found toilet paper, but now no eggs. Wow. PJ, hello. Thank God you're on, Les. I'm freaking out in the hospital with blood clots in my leg. There's positive people here. I'm so fucked. You're okay. Not the blood clots. Yeah, I would. Yeah, I would actually be worried about that. I would be too, for real. But you know, everything else, you're probably safe. Really. If Walmart closes at 8:30 p.m., it is serious. Sam said I wouldn't even went. Well, if you got blood clots in your legs, yeah, you want to go, like now. That's serious. I know if I had a blood clot in my leg, I'd just call the squad. Hey, I've got a blood clot in my leg. I have, you know, heart issues. I've had heart attacks. Have congestive heart failure. I don't need this. Praying PJ, Dad had them. He is fine now. It closes early here too to clean and restock. Yeah, that's an emergency no matter what else is going on. Exactly, Sarah. You guys, if you do have an emergency, call the squad. They won't let you, like here, they won't let you walk in there. They tell you to call the squad and let them bring you. But PJ, yeah, they can handle them blood clots quickly. They've got plenty of stuff out there for it, and you want to get that taken care of for real. And it says hi, Sarah. Yeah, there's, you know, I said earlier today, I said, look, I said, there's a couple people around me that know me ex- extremely well. And they know underneath everything, I am freaking out. I really am. They know me that well. But they also know me to the point where I would probably, like I am, be the first one to, alright, you guys, let's stay calm. Let's think things through. We can handle this. We can do this. And they know, I can tell you're freaking out underneath. And I said, I am. If it was just me, maybe not so much. But my grandbabies, you know. Sam said, it must be nice to be the 1% and buy up all the stuff that's on sale and sleep good without worrying. Yeah. PJ, I'm just glad you're in the hospital and getting this taken care of. Me too. PJ said, drove myself here, took aspirin for a couple days, had surgery today. Y'all, please take care. You too. Carrot Top says, I have good days and bad. I haven't freaked out like that. It's just inside of me. I can't freak out. I got a little mama here, and I can't freak out because I know people look to me, and I'm calm, you know. We deal with what we can deal with, how we can deal with it. And, but hey, you know, I'm thinking, all right, what about the mortgage? You know, what about utilities and things like that? We can pay it now. I mean, you know, they're paid. But, you know, how long can we last if we don't? You know? I know around here, our water, they're not going to shut off anybody's water. They're not even going to think about it until the end of August if people can't pay the water bill. I can pay my damn water bill. Shit, it's only $20 a month because we got a well. Anxiety. Anna says anxiety, but my grandkids. My other kids are so lucky. Friends keep touching base with me. Yeah, we just got to talk to each other and be there for each other. You know, help when you can. You know, we gave away a little bit of meat the other day, and then we, believe it or not, we got blessed and we had meat returned. Somebody gave us some meat today, and you know, I couldn't give away no bread or nothing like that, but I gave away just like a couple rolls of toilet paper and some meat, which was more than what they had. Jeffrey Taddeo, hello. Oh my god. I'd shoot Andy Cohen. Marry Tom Hanks. And screw Idris Elba. Carrot Top, I'm not worried about myself. I am worried about others with one with lupus. Yeah, I know somebody with lupus. And one with kidney issues and one with cancer. Yeah, I know somebody with lupus and I'm worried about her. Pipe Game, hello. Oh, quit whining, PJ. Oh, you know what? I had to clean my mother's adult diaper, and I was gone 2 days, and my sister never came by, and there were maggots in her diaper. Pipe Game, really? This is not the time for that. Dollar Tree has dollar mozzarella sticks. Ooh, I had to get some for little mama. Pipe, that's horrible. Was your mother able to eat, etc.? Pipe Game's a troll, Sarah. Jeffrey, very nice. I agree 100% with your picks. Anna says, hi, Jeffrey. Yeah. That's why I just said Pipe Game is not the day for that. For real. Usually I just let Pipe Game say whatever and I just laugh about it, but Not when somebody really does have issues, you know, um, and surgery and everything. Nah. But like I said, you know, um, we just gotta deal with what you can deal with, you know. And if it happens to get bad enough, then we'll just tack the mortgage on to the end. If it gets really bad and there is no money. Just live at Chick-fil-A was so funny. We should still be able to pay all of our utilities though and everything. If it gets really, this is if it gets really bad. You know, but you know, I can't get the kids worrying. I can't, you know. They look to Gamma for other things, you know. And I always told them, you don't worry unless I worry. So, and I don't want them worrying. The 5-year-old's already done come over here and said, there's no school because kids are getting sick and they'll die. I can't. I just told him. I was like, honey, there is a virus going around. It might affect kids. It might not. I know it affects adults. But I said, we are protecting you. And I promise you won't get it. And he was fine with that. And he went off playing. You know. And I can't freak out. I'm one of the people handing out food to the kids. Most appreciate some parents upset about what they're getting. I told them they could be getting nothing, so they should be happy. Or exactly. What the hell? How can parents sit there and complain? It's for the kids. Kids always ahead of the game. Sometimes our job to make them feel safe and loved. And that's exactly, you know, when I looked at him and, you know, he was fine with that answer. And it was a couple hours later. And I looked at him and I looked at Nina and I looked at him. And I said, I love you kids very much. And he just looked up at me and smiled. And he was just so happy, you know. And that's all they want to know, you know. Chances are the parents were actually the ones eating it. That's a shame. Who went for breaking into the casino, giving everyone money? Yeah. Because I know my grandkids will eat anything. Anything. So, I'm in Anna says, this is Anna Fulton says, I'm in Anna. Yeah, watch a casino be broke into and you two are the first ones they go look at. That's funny. Anna says, Les, you are the driver. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No way. Oh, gosh. Cops would be coming to my door and said, yeah, Anna Fulton and Anna Grissom. One's in Bama, one's Southern High. Go get them. We're allowed to give them as much as they want. Good. PJ says, aw, sweetest kiddos, much love. Oh, never thought of that. I'm going incognito, Anna. Oh my goodness. You know, Carrot Top, don't tell my grandkids that. Because they'll ask for double everything. They're pigs. I ain't never seen anything like it. And they're all toothpicks. They're all toothpicks. Oh my good God. Compared to the Great Depression of 1930s, where people boiled leather shoes to eat. We should be fine. It could be worse. I agree, Sam. I really do agree. I agree. Don't worry. Got two lawyers. One is my dad. He would turn me in. Never mind. My mom would too. But I agree, Sam. It could be worse. The food chains are not going to stop. I mean, even the way Dwayne was talking, even if there was martial law, the grocery store is not going to stop. Now, you may have, and he's telling people, take advantage of the pickup and delivery. You know, or the 1918 epidemic where they buried people in mass graves in some cities. Exactly. My grandma told me horror stories from the Great Depression. And it says, I have a son, a cop, but he lives in Maryland. Yeah, my grandma would too, and my great grandma. But I have to admit, even through the Great Depression, my mom's side of the family did not suffer. They did not suffer. I have to admit, on that side of the family, now on my dad's side, yeah, major time, but on my mom's side, no, they didn't suffer. We have enough food stored up that we'd be okay until gardens start producing. Anna says Papa John's still delivering. Yum. Yeah, most places that have delivery are delivering. You know, I've been telling people if I were in a depression, most of us would curl up in a corner and die. They wouldn't know what to do. Well, I know one thing. People are talking about having us go into a recession. I'm like, it's here. Restaurants here are doing a brisk carry-out business. Same here. Same here. You know, but the grocery stores are not going to close. I've been telling people, you guys know, how long have I been telling people take advantage of the delivery and pickup? You know, Anna says, seriously, may have to go back to way raised my kids. This city girl learned how to raise garden, eat beans and taters, exactly, and raised my kids to do the same. Yeah. A local distillery has revamped a hand sanitizer production. See, so, you know, Walmart closed, they will step over my dead. They're not going to close. I told you about my friend who walked into a grocery store for an interview and was hired on the spot and started working. Yeah, Sarah, honestly, they are here too. The grocery stores are just, there's help wanted signs everywhere. Hy-Vee is also hiring temporary part-time workers due to increased sales. A Carrot Top, yeah, if people would stop buying more than they need, we would be okay now. That's why a lot of stores are putting limits on everything. Jeffrey, what SUNY Previn said during the Woody Allen scandal applies here. Let's not get hysterical about this. Yeah. And it says stalkers. Yeah. They're not going to close their doors, especially our Walmart. It's an emergency store. Lowe's here in town, believe it or not, is an emergency store. They will not close their doors. Many of the teenagers who work there are being forced to quit by their parents. Anna says, no, not what meant. Walmart will never close except Christmas. Yeah, they're not going to close their door. Lots of parents who work while their kids are at school, or retirees who are now watching their grandkids, are now not able to work. I thought all the schools and colleges and everything, I thought they were closed nationwide. Glad Walmart didn't pull out yet from from here, says Anna. How do you know your Walmart is an emergency store? What does that mean? Because I work there. And what it means is in emergency situations, they are considered an emergency store. That means they are the first to get supplies. They will not shut their doors. All the supplies will be available to people in whatever crisis there is. So that's what they consider an emergency store. They will not shut their doors. Let's watch the classic movie on HBO, Muriel's Wedding with Tony and Collette featuring songs from ABBA. Awesome. The parents, most moms, are on a leave of absence or quit outright because the kids are out of school for so long. Thank you very much. Didn't know they did anything like that. Yeah. And Lowe's is the same way. Like today with all the flooding and stuff, people needed shit, and they sold out of sump pumps like there was no tomorrow. And that's one of the things my parents needed, but friend called around and found World King had them, and Ace Hardware had some sump pumps left. So Cameron was able to go out and buy some sump pump, PVC piping, and hoses and stuff. And the grandparents are stepping up because child care centers are often closed. And it says Mobile 866 was the emergency store during Katrina. Yeah. They won't shut their doors. Only major store we have Tractor Supply and Save a Lot. We have a Tractor Supply and Save a Lot, but they'll close. I'm not sure about the Walmart in Newark. I don't know if that one's an emergency store, but I know the one here in Heath is. And also, if the electric goes out, it's one of the first ones to come back on. They'll work to have that come back up. Other than the hospitals and stuff, but anybody who's on the grid with the Walmart will be one of the first ones to have their electric back on, because if the electric goes out, that Walmart store, their generators only last so long, and then they got to get that up and running. And I know where I live, I'm not on the same grid as Walmart, but where I live, the electric company that I have, if it goes out, we get ours on like right now. I mean, we may have to go 24 hours, but we will have ours on before American Electric Power will any day. It's a smaller company, and they just get that shit on and going. So, not to mention, this is a busy road. Not that I don't know why. Not that there's any street lights along the road. There isn't. But but yeah, it's so the stores are slowly but surely, they are trying to get stocked, but because people have hoarded so much and they're limiting sales, it's just that people are so out of everything. So like I said before, if they get a case of Chef Boyardee and there's 24 in a case and you limit 2, that's 12 families. Thank God, but that 12 families is in there at 6:30 in the morning. AEP's who I have, Les. Ooh, Anna. Ooh. Same with my parents, they have AEP. I have a guy today saying no one's going to make me stay at home. I told him, okay, when you come home and give someone you love the virus and it ends bad, what are you going to think about that? Good job, Carrot. Jeff says, Anna, please hook me up with 5 lucky numbers, anywhere from 1 to 39 for my local lottery. Thanks. That's funny. I haven't even looked to see if our little corner store down there is even open. I had to walk over next door and say, Ollie, are you guys opening or what? you know. Um, yeah. You too, Lucky Grandma. What numbers are you feeling? We are getting full at our store, except dairy empty. Ours is still pretty bare. I heard earlier that people wearing scrubs in public, not necessarily nurses either, have been getting sprayed with Lysol and the like. I can believe it. I think it's calmed down a bit. Says Anna, people realize hoarding. You could be one left out. High Priestess Angelique, hello, blessings to you. More numbers, Grandma, between 1 and 39. Oh my gosh. We got us some gamblers in here, which is awesome. But I think that, yeah, you know, people have, I think, calmed down with hoarding, but, you know, when you're limited and you only get so much stuff in at a time, even though our Walmart is getting at least 2 trucks in a day, same with Kroger, getting at least 2 trucks in a day, even though they're all limiting, it's still that so many people weren't able to have. We will be okay, just need to be careful and think about others. We're in this together. Exactly. And that's what I keep saying. I know one thing, in about another week, we're going to have to think about getting toilet paper. So, now I did talk to Gabby, who was Christina's mom. And she said she was able to get 2 24 packs of Angel Soft toilet paper. And, you know, the limit was 2. And they were on sale for $5. So, you know, they're gone. So, you know, I said we're going to have to think about it. And that's usually what they buy anyway. You know, there's 5 people in our house, so that's usually what they buy anyway. We buy 1. That usually gets us through a month. So, you know, we just want normal orders. You know, I still haven't gotten my normal food order, and I really, really would like to get that. We have toilet paper for whole 3 hours. Improvement. Ooh. I will share with you, Les. Thank you, Anna. And if I got anything, I'll share with you. Man. I am hungry, though. I ain't gonna lie. My granddaughter actually left some Cheetos in here. I haven't been allowed to touch them for 3 days. She's like, that goes with my sandwich, Gamal. We all needed this tonight. Well, thank you. I needed it too. It's one of those things where, you know, every once in a while, you just need a calm voice and to listen to a bunch of people that have heads on their shoulders. You know, Sarah's a fountain of information, and she gives great advice too, you know. And, you know, we think a lot, and this is the same way that if you have an emergency situation, then please call the squad, or if you're allowed to walk in here, we have to call the squad to get to the emergency room. You know, get medical help if you need it. If you've got a headache, not so much, but, you know, like the blood clots and everything, yes, that's important. That's life-threatening. Oh, you're so very welcome, Sarah. I truly mean it. Anna says, my cats and dogs don't care what I eat as long as I don't touch theirs. Exactly. As I appreciate I feel like I could talk to you about anything. You're peaceful and calming. Well, thank you, Carrot Top. And I think that's what everybody needs right now. They don't need people, first of all, going off half-cocked. Secondly, people want information, reliable information, and we all share information in here because we're all from all over the place. Although Anna is from the same state, she's from the southern part of the state. Sarah, not Sarah, but Sandra McCormick, she's just east of me. She's not far from me in Zanesville. Cassie, she's in the same place, Zanesville. Deonda literally just lives minutes from me. I mean, you know, we all need to share information. No mean people. There's going to be people who are going to come in here who don't think it's a big deal. But they're allowed to think that, but it ticks me off when they do that. Did you hear about Trump bashing an NBC reporter today who asked a very appropriate question? I didn't watch all of it. I'm going to be honest with you. I think I watched about 15 minutes of it. I think Trump just wants to say, look, this is what I say to do. You need to do this, 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 and this, and get it done. Yes, Jeff, he is really stressing out. And said, yes, Carrot and Sarah, I agree with both of you. It all helped me get through the rough spell with my son. I thank you more than you know. Sin said, please don't say China virus is racist. No, I agree with him when he said that. I agree with him when he said that. And I know, there were people, like, I watch The View because I can't stand them. And I like to yell at the computer every once in a while. And the people in The View is like, that's so racist. No, honestly. They've known about it since November and didn't say shit till January. Ebola was named after where it came from in West Nile. I agree with him. I'm calling it the China virus. It's where it started. I agree with him on that. That might be wrong of me also. But I'm like, hell yeah, let's go with it. The Spanish flu. Exactly. Exactly. That's what we named my sister, Cheryl, the Cheryl Tornado. You know. When Trump does, it's wrong. I think Trump really just wants to say what he wants to say and tell everybody shut up and just do it. He's in that mode right now. For real. The disease that caused the 1993 hantavirus epidemic was eventually dubbed Sin Nombre disease. Sin Nombre disease, meaning the disease without a name. See, there you go. There you go. I better not eat up all her Cheetos. She might get mad at me. You should have seen her when I took a piece of turkey lunch meat. Grandma, you have peanut butter. Disease wasn't new either. Lots of cases popped up all at once, the same area, and they'd never seen it before. Wow. Learn something new every day. Yeah, I don't mind him calling it the China virus. These people who's, oh, that's racist. Look, not really. Come on, get over it. Well, gang, I want to be alert for morning call from hospital, so I'm crashing. Okay, Anna, you have a good night, and thank you for coming in. I appreciate it. The president looked like he wanted to say something. His PR team said, no, don't say that. I think Trump wants... Everybody knows I'm not a Trump fan at all. Okay? My thoughts with you. Stay safe and tons of hugs. Night. Good night, Anna. I'm not a Trump fan at all. But I think he really does have American people at heart. He doesn't want anybody to go and lose their homes, lose their things. He wants to make sure there's money in their pocket. And he wants to say it's to be done and just have it done and not worry about Congress or anyone else passing that shit. He wants to shut it down and stop the spread. He has a lot to deal with and does not need all this extra nonsense. I don't care for him very much, but people need to get off his back. He is doing a good job with all this. Exactly. He knows something we don't, people. Smarter than we don't. People smarter than him told him, don't say that. I don't really care. Can he veto? Hell, he's trying to get it in there. Won't even get in there. I wouldn't care. It came from China. That's what it's called. You know, I'd say the same thing. I would say the same thing. He can veto if it gets to his desk. The thing of it is, it can't get to his desk. One side is always sending it back to the other side. Or they're voting something down. It has to get across his desk order for veto. Notice Russia has the least cases of this, and China has 2 times the planes going back and forth to Russia. Yeah. Foxy, hello. Love you always with this shit going on. Same here, Foxy. Foxy, Foxy. Wasn't sure, didn't remember. Thanks, Les. He is trying to do the job and trying to get people not panic. Exactly. He told people, don't panic shop. It's going to be there. That stuff has not stopped. And you guys, have I not been saying the same thing for way over a week now? It's going to be there. You know? He said, don't panic shop. It's going to be there. You know? We just got to practice, stay 6 feet away from someone. And if y'all can't do that, then I'm going to shut it down. Les, I'm going to send you something on Messenger. Okie dokie. Lucky Grandma, hashtag Putin don't lie. Yeah, I think Russia has more. But I think the numbers are going to go up before they start to go down or stop. United States is humongous. But the areas that are packed in, like New York and places like that, Chicago, they're going to see higher numbers, It was so much easier to stock shelves without customers. I bet it is. And I love the fact the stores are opening up in the morning for like an hour and a half. just for the elderly. And some said around here, I don't know about other places, but I've heard people say it's not only the elderly, it's the handicap. I said, well, shit, I'm going to throw my little handicap sticker up on my car and go in there. Cleaning is easier without customers, yeah. I think you're correct about numbers. Yeah. Now, Office Depot here closes at 6 o'clock. Not Office. Home Depot here closes at 6 o'clock so they can disinfect the store. But the numbers are going up. Like I said, we went from 119 yesterday to 169 today. And that number was put out this morning. And it's going to go up even further because now they found out this afternoon that there's a confirmed case here in my county. So I just don't know where in the county. Highway 280 in Bam, so populated even with virus. Yeah. So, you know, if you're out in Timbuktu and the nearest neighbor's a mile away, the odds of you getting around them if they have it are pretty much nil to none. I think most of the people who test positive are already better. They're still testing positive. You know, so, and there are people dying with this. Now, if you take into context how many have died and how many are infected in the United States, our numbers are extremely low compared. Let's send you a link, read it. It's about the virus. Okay. Okay, Foxy. Then the numbers are extremely low compared to. But is it worth one life? Is it worth one life? Is it worth the threat of spread? I mean, is it really worth it? 70% get the flu every year and only 40% get sick with pain, but you can pass it to an old person. Yeah, most people who have the flu aren't running around. Let's face it, they're not running around. If they get that sick, they're going to a hospital. But they're at home. They're not running around. With this thing, you could have it for 2 weeks. By the time you present symptoms, you've already been contagious. And you've infected others. There's a big difference with the flu and this thing. People are out running around. You don't even know it. You know? Like I said, people have the flu, they're at home. Most people are babies. If they have a bad cold, they're at home. Some people pass the flu in 2 days, but they're not running around society infecting everyone. We have what I call fast food now. McDonald's, Taco Bell, Burger King, and Arby's are next to each other. Fast food row. Oh, okay. Yeah, all of ours are all next to each other. So, there's a big difference between this and the flu. Even though the flu will kill more, it can kill more. It does. But I don't know about you guys, but I've never walked into Walmart and actually saw somebody with an actual flu and sat there and talked to them for 20 minutes. It doesn't happen. You know? That boomer remover shit made me angry. What little spoiled brats. Exactly. Tornado Girl, hello. Yeah, the boomer remover, yeah. That pissed me off too. It did. The pharmacy will get them in and out ASAP. Exactly. Exactly. With this thing, you can go everywhere and anywhere and you don't even know you're sick. Who would lick a toilet seat anyway? Exactly. That's just gross, but they did. Right there on YouTube. Makes for crazy traffic and most excellent mukbang. That's why I look. I take full advantage. I even did before of the pickup and delivery. Now that I know we have delivery, I just found out like a month ago they started back up. They started the delivery like a month ago, but take advantage of it, you guys. I have no problem saying just sit outside the door. I'll bring it in the house myself. Don't worry about it. You just go. Yeah. Yeah, it's just unbelievable to me sometimes. And young people, you know what cracks me up with these young people though? They wouldn't have shit if it wasn't for the boomers. They wouldn't have shit if it wasn't for us older folks who's worked their asses off to have. They think it's theirs. They literally think it's theirs. And they ain't got the sense God gave a billy goat. And what are they going to do when it's all gone? Where are they going to be then? They wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the boomers. Exactly. Exactly. These young folks, I just want to kick them in the ass. I blame their parents for that. There's several ways to spoil a child. You spoil a child with love. I ain't gonna spoil my child with everything under the sun. I'd be like, you work for it. Les, my boyfriend coming on to say hi to you or trying to, plus to tell you more. Okay. They will commit suicide if the internet went out. Exactly. If the internet went out, I think my little granddaughter would just die. She couldn't watch her show. I want to watch Frozen. Well, we gave the movie to your mom. Talk to her about it. And then I would actually commit suicide because then I would have to spend more time with her. Go watch your show. It's bad enough I gotta play baby doll with her. Play baby doll in school. Are we gonna play school here? Yeah, because she's got homework. Yeah, we're gonna play school. Yeah. Imagine these kids trying to use encyclopedias like we had to use as kids. Exactly. I actually had one say, "What's an encyclopedia?" I was like, "Oh my god." You love it, Les. I'm gonna love it for so long. Foxy, Les, I'm hiding. Ernest White, 600 people die in 24 hours. Italy, Corona 19 virus. Wow. Hell, I would over the internet also. Les, Ernest is my boyfriend. Well, hello. Many teachers are now assigning reports and they cannot use online sources. Awesome. Hannah says, I love encyclopedias. That's what I remember 7th grade we had to use encyclopedias. I used encyclopedias all through my school years. My brother has encyclopedia and one of their nieces asked him, why do you have so many dictionaries? I heard the virus is mutating. Yes, you reminded me of that, Ernest. I heard the virus was mutating. Um, and that's what happens. Les, there's going to be zombies. I'm getting a flamethrower and a couple grenades. Hold on a second. I got a text here. Hold on. There. Sam says 5,000 new cases in New York in the last 24 hours. I know that from those street signs all over. Jeez. I heard yesterday that the Peace Corps is recalling all their volunteers. They mean business. Awesome. Yeah. Yeah. But I did hear the virus is mutating. So. But honestly, thanks for the live, Les. Come back on soon. I will definitely try. This is like a scary movie. If people do what they're supposed to do, it wouldn't be so bad. Most people don't even know that the Peace Corps still exists. I was surprised that they had over 7,000 Americans in the field. Yeah, we gotta have it. Ernest says wash their hands after they use the bathroom. Yeah. Wash your hands. Wash your hands. I know lots of adults that don't. And I go, ew. Really? It never ceases to amaze me. Have you guys ever went, like, if you have to go to the restroom in public, which I go, and then you get done, you go, and they are leaving the stall. Some A, don't wash their hands. B, just barely run their hands under the water, and and I've seen a lady who just ran her fingertips under the water and used a towel that was in the trash underneath the paper towels and just dried her fingers off with that and leave. She walked by and Cheryl elbowed me because I went, ew. Most guys don't wash. Fox said, yeah, guys, the ones that don't. Just saying, and really old people. I don't know. I've seen some really old people who are fanatical about washing their hands. Our excuse is we know where our junk has been. Oh, jeez. Wash your hands. You still touch it. Ill. Ill. What if you go tap tap and it springs back on you and gets on your hands? Any more than 2 taps and you're playing with it. Gosh. Talking to somebody who's actually holed in her house. I'm freezing? I haven't seen where I froze. Well, remember, next you shake a man's hand to ask what hand you use the most. I won't go in a bathroom with an untied shoelaces. Never. Good. Good. Oh. Okay. Yeah. I watch people and I'm like, oh god. I had to show little mama how to actually wash her hands. She was doing the fingertip things. I was like, no, baby. So she got her soap, and she didn't get her hands wet or not. She just started rubbing her hands, and I was like, no, honey, you get your hands wet, and she did. And then she was just going back and forth. I said, no. So I'm sitting on the toilet. She's at the sink trying to wash her hands, and I'm doing this, showing her. Like this. For your information, Liz, I got stuff to tell you. I bet you do. When you turn the water off in the restroom, I put the germs back on. Not if you use a towel. Most of the restrooms around here are what is it? It has like a red light or something, and while your hands are there, it runs, and when you take it away, it doesn't. They're censored. So, it doesn't, you don't have to even touch it. There is no, valves to turn on. And I think one of the best things is, running your hand under the air vent. So, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Yep, blow dry it. What else was I going to say? I pretty much said everything I'm going to say, actually, that I had to tell. Our governor's about had it with people. For real. He's about ready to tell everybody, get your ass in the house and stay there. He really is. You have a good night, Foxy. Take care, hon. Same here. Foxy, Foxy. They say the hand dryer is the worst because you turn the germs into a gas, you can breathe, especially the pee on the floor. Who the hell pees on the floor in front of the hand thing? That's an awfully long walk. Jeez. I thought the germs would be washed away when you washed your hands. Oh, in New York City, there's piss everywhere. Oh, I was gonna say. Because usually the toilet's over there and the sink and dryers are over here. I'm glad I don't live in New York City. I am. I love my little town and love the area I live in. I ain't too close to anybody. Good night, Carrot Top. You have a good night. Thank you for coming in. It's too expensive. I bet it would be. You know, even if we have to stay home, I'm still going to let the kids go out back and play. Of course, I can do that here. There ain't nobody in my backyard. Who are they going to run into back there? Who goes back there? Nobody. There's no one. An animal, maybe? Maybe? I don't know. I'm still gonna let my kids go out back and play. My grandkids, anyway. Nina wants to go outside and play so bad, and I said, "Hey, first of all, it was cold. Secondly, I don't think you're going out in the rain." And so yesterday, she's like, "It's raining. I want to play." I said, "Yeah, baby, it's rained so much, you can't even go on the back porch where the table is or anything. I can't live on the $1,200 a week I was making living check to check when we didn't have this C-19. Damn. I wonder how many confirmed cases are in West Virginia now. I'd like to have a map of how many confirmed cases are in each state. And I sure as the hell would love to have a map on where the confirmed cases are and how. I was able to look at a partial one in Franklin County, Coshocton County, Delaware County. I'm sitting here thinking, it's all around us. How come we don't have it? For real. I was like, why doesn't Licking County have it? It's all around us. Now we know of one confirmed case. So, But we're all just taking it in stride. And, you know, cities will get the worst. You're spread out and nobody has a reason to walk on your property. Well, not where I live. My parents, yeah. My dad will look out and there's these strange people cutting through their yard all the time. And I'm like, I'd shoot them. I would. Where Cameron's at, he's spread out. Where my sister's at, she's not. She's packed in, you know, where she lives in the city and they're packed in like sardines. We live on top of each other like roaches. See, that's why I don't like. Now, Cameron is where he lives, is kind of out in the boondocks. You know, it's a very small apartment complex, and his neighbor is actually his girlfriend. So, they live like in a corner. Like Cameron lives here, and there's a corner, and there's his girlfriend's. So they're like literally, their doors are literally 5 feet apart. So they go. It's like one big house to them, between the two. But you know, the other apartments are in another building and stuff like that. But they don't socialize with them. So they're looking for a house. He said, "Now would be a good time to go look for a house to see see if the yard floods and what the insides of the basement is flooding." I said, "Yeah, now would be the time, dude." Um, so they have no plans on living in the city. So good for them. San Francisco is going to get it the worst with that human waste all over the street and homeless people. Exactly. Exactly. That's ridiculous. I couldn't live like that. I could not live in a town like that. I could not. Cannot do it. Nope. I don't want to walk down the street and step in somebody's poo. I really don't. Ew. Ew, ew. But, I'm going to go ahead and go. I need to. Hey, Snickerdoodle, hello. Good night. I'm going ahead and go because I do have a few chores to do, and then I've got to get to bed. It's been a really, really long day. San Francisco has the highest priced homes in America. Do they really? I wouldn't want to live there anyway. Nice chatting. Good night. Yeah, everyone, have a good night. Please stay safe. Do things you're supposed to. Practice your precautions. Keep your distance if you have to go out. Take advantage of the pickup and delivery. Take advantage of that. And I hope everybody has a good night and a good day. And we'll talk later. Bye.